Sidestrike secures the knockout and we're putting it all on 2 shield Porygon, and our target has been acquired. Landorus, an absolute top tier threat due to the ability to continually lower opponents' attack. However, if this Landorus thinks a debuff is going to save it from the wrath of Porygon-Z, it's not. Welcome back to the channel. There are 2 things I enjoy about Pokemon Go PvP. Shadow Pokemon and Insane Spice. Today we are diving into the Insane Spice category, showcasing our maxed out shiny Porygon-Z in the Open Master League. When it comes to the Master League, especially the Open Master League, it isn't all that accessible for a lot of us, myself included. The meta is quite dense and it is dominated by around 8 to 10 legendary Pokemon, all that need to be maxed out at level 50 and most of which require legacy moves. However, when it comes to a dense meta, you can certainly counter it with some spice, and today we are hunting one of the most common threats, Landorus, with our Blizzard Porygon-Z. Huge shout out to trainer 31064301, who we're going to call trainer 31 for the duration of the video, because I don't think I can remember that number for the battle submission. Rounding our team off, we do also have 2 of them top tier meta threats. However, we're certainly going to give him a pass because that Porygon-Z is something you are not going to see anywhere else. Without any further ado, let's get into the battles. And in game 1, trainer 31 leads Palkia into the mirror. This is essentially a tap-tap fast move beatdown. Both trainers farm up. Trainer 31 strikes first, firing off the Spatial Rend. Spatial Rend will knock out or force a Protect Shield. Looks like the opponent's going for that 1 shield. Dragon Breath farm all the way down. Hopefully they're in 1 lock-on range so we can snipe the energy. Unfortunately they are not. We're going to call the Aqua Tail. Oh my days, we just got pumped. Porygon not getting any screen time in battle number 1, and it's all down to Dawn Wings to clean up. The opponent sends out their own Dawn Wings. However, we're flexing the shiny, so of course we do more damage. If only that last statement was correct, as this Dawn Wings needs to put in so much work. The opponent is now all shields down. They force our first Protect Shield and send out Florges. Okay, this could be very winnable. I think the opponent giving up Switch might be a mistake. Moongeist Beam, an absolutely busted move. The question is, will it one-shot? Please tell me the answer is yes. Get that Florges out of here. We reached the Dark Pulse. Trainer 31, beautifully over-farmed. And who was worried? Dawn Wings Necrozma gets the 1v3. GG's, and thanks for playing. Did I mention the meta was dense? We see yet another Palkia origin in the lead. These are not hand-selected battles, they are 2 straight sets. We're able to farm up, winning the charge attack priority this time, once again forcing us shield advantage. Luckily for us, the opponent does throw, so we're unlikely to get Hydro pumped. Although in fairness, I did quite enjoy that boom in battle number 1, despite us being on the receiving end. Trainer 31 sends out Dawn Wings. Going to be looking for the 1 shield Shadow Claw farm all the way down. And what wants to eat this energy? The opponent sends out Ho-Oh, aka the Kentucky Fried Chicken Bird of Death Master League Edition. We fire off 2 Shadow Claws for optimal fast move timing. Land the Moongeist Beam, which does big damage. We send out Porygon. Unfortunately, don't throw it. Particularly good timing, but Tri-Attack does force the final Protect Shield. And Trainer, do you have a Death Wish? Yep, definitely invest that Protect Shield. We are about to go booming once again. We shield up the Sancia Storm. Landorus might have lowered our attack, but no attack drop. We'll be saving Landorus from the wrath of Porygon. Blizzard gets that 1-hit KO back out. Comes Ho-Oh, and Porygon is going to clean up, with Tri-Attack being all she wrote. GG's, and thanks for playing. Today's video is quite short by my standards, and you can already see why, as booms are going off left, right and centre. In the next battle, finally, we don't see the mirror. We see Mewtwo in the lead. Trainer 31 farms up, fires off the Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail is respected as Mewtwo is very glassy. We then see Trainer 31 farm up and make a very nice catch, catching the resisted Side Strike onto his Dawn Wings. The opponent rebanks some energy before sending out the basic Bitch Tin Can Dialga. Trainer 31, not a fan of baiting, full sending the Moongeist Beam, and the opponent does respect the damage and find himself all shields down. The opponent looking for that Dragon Breath farm down. Trainer 31 commits to the next Moongeist Beam and gets it. Get that Tin Can off my screen. We are booming today, holy. We see Trainer 31 send back out Palkia. Not willing to shield the Side Strike, the opponent able to reach the next Side Strike, and we're putting it all on today's featured Pokemon, Porygon. Porygon comes in, the opponent sends out Landorus. Oh man, I cannot wait. We're about to see another Blizzard boom. The opponent, if you don't know about our Ice type coverage, you're about to find out the Blizzard's locked and loaded. Hi Landorus, bye Landorus, back out, comes Mewtwo, we're able to reach the tri-attack with Porygon once again on clean-up duty. GG's, and thanks for playing. I think it's like an ongoing theme at this stage. When I shoutcast battles, I have to try and stop laughing. In the next battle, we see Yveltal in the lead. This one isn't a shiny, so it doesn't particularly look like a streaky bacon bird, but the shiny definitely does. Trainer 31 farms to the spatial rand. This time is going to bait with the Aqua Tail. Although if the opponent calls this, we're still able to win the zero shield as we have the higher attack stat and win CMP. So that's a pretty easy bait opportunity. You either force a shield or win the zeros. We pivot into Necrozma. The opponent sends out their own Necrozma. We're going to fire off the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse will be forcing the Protect Shield, but I think we're in danger of getting farmed down. Unfortunately, we're unable to reach the next Dark Pulse, and this is not a great spot to be in. Despite Palkia being at low health, we do shield, wanting to get off some Dragon Breath damage. The opponent able to reach one further Dark Pulse, and it's all down to Porygon to clean up. I think we're just going to have to land a Blizzard. Do we bait? Do we full send? Let's see. Trainer 31 not messing around. Full sending the Blizzard. Does the opponent respect the damage? Oof. As Palkia is part water, as well as a dragon, they only take neutral on Blizzard. I've looked on PvPoke. It does around 70%. So we'd need to land a Blizzard and a Tri-Attack. So I guess the better play there would be, as much as I'm not a fan of baiting, throw the Tri-Attack first. Fish for that 50% chance of getting an attack debuff, so we can tank the Dragon Breath damage and then land the Blizzard later. However, it wasn't meant to be, so we're going to move on to the next one. The Palkia leads return. Again, we farm up, throw the Spatial Rend, winning CMP. This time the opponent's unwilling to shield, and we win lead. Out comes Excadrill, and they end up playing to the CMP, so they do not win. So this opponent had two choices. They could have thrown the Drill Run immediately, as they would have outpaced us to the Aqua Tail, or they could have shielded once and overfarmed by like 5 further mud shots and left with a whole heap of energy. The opponent did no bubble, looking for that farm down. Trainer 31 says no, pivots into Dawn Wings, and it looks like he's using it to operate as the damage sponge. The opponent fires off back-to-back drill runs. We withstand the damage. Out comes Mewtwo. We full send the Moongeist Beam, guaranteeing the Protect Shield. If this opponent's able to resist it, Psycho Cut farm us down, things could get scary. We might have 2 Protect Shields too hard behind, but Shadow Mewtwo hits like an absolute truck. We send out Porygon. Switch Timer doesn't pop up. We was attempting to make the catch unsuccessfully. We deploy the first Protect Shield, blocking up the first Side Strike, and there is the catch. Very nicely done. Trainer 31 able to tank the energy back onto Palkia. We now send out Porygon over farm, reach the Tri-Attack just before the next Side Strike. Tri-Attack gets that knockout, back out comes Excadrill. Tri-Attack is resisted, it still does resist normal, but Tri-Attack is enough to take the game. Very, very nice endgame. GG's. And that is going to wrap things up for set number 1, where we go to a very quick 4-on-1 in very destructive fashion. In the next battle, beautiful lead. The bulky blue whale says no thank you, and we see the pivot into the basic bitch tin can, and we answer with Dawn Wings. No messing around. Once again, we see the Moongeist Beam YOLO. Does the opponent respect the damage? They do not! The basic bitch tin can gets removed from the field of play, and back out comes Kyogre. This time we see Trainer 31 opt to throw the Dark Pulse, and I like this play as it should prevent the opponent farming down. If the opponent looks for that farm down, we'll reach one further Dark Pulse, and our plan does come off as the opponent is forced to dump a Surf. Forcing the energy there was huge for us. We can now send out Palkia and not have to worry about the opponent potentially reaching a Blizzard. They just throw the Surf. They then send out Togekiss, and we see the pivot into Porygon. As the opponent still has 2 Protect Shields, Tri-Attack certainly is the way to go. Tri-Attack has a 50% chance to debuff the opponent's attack and defense, and we get it first time. Porygon incredibly spammy, able to reach the next Tri-Attack, which looks like a charge attack priority. And it is. We once again debuff the opponent. Now these charms are 2-stage debuffed. Can we reach a Blizzard? Come on, Trainer 31. Get there, get there, get there. Oh boy. Hi, Togekiss. Bye, Togekiss. Blizzard gets that one-hit KO. Back out comes Kyogre. Kyogre gets the Waterfall farm down. We send out Palkia, throw the Aqua Tail, and that is going to be all she wrote. Let's go. Togekiss or any tap-tap charmers are probably my least favourite Pokemon in PvP, and it was so satisfying to see that Blizzard boom it. In the next battle, we see the Battle of Origins, but not in our favour. We say switch into Dawn Wings, and this Spice Lord is running Tita, aka Godzilla. Godzilla, a huge problem for us. Yeah, I agree. Trainer 31's like, fuck the algorithm, and we're going to move on to the next one. We see the Battle of Dragons, Palkia into Garchomp, the opponent not a fan of that matchup. They save switch into Melmetal, and we see the Rock-Slide catch onto Necrozma. In the intro I did say it's a pay to win league. This opponent is running Mon, so far at least, that are very accessible for us all. I've got a Garchomp, a Shadow variant maxed out all the way at level 51 due to the fact that I had a calm down. The XL candy was really easy to get. Melmetal, of course, another accessible Pokemon due to the fact you can get it from a mystery box. Although while I'm yapping away, we saw another huge boom, landing the Moongeist Beam. Garchomp does return, it also eats the Moongeist Beam. Holy crap, Necrozma. Save some booms for the rest of us. The opponent gets back-to-back boomed and concedes the match. Rounding that opponent's team off was Excadrill, so a fully free-to-play team. However, according to Ruffy and Romeo, another very good fellow content creator, Dragonite Double Steel doesn't work in the current meta, but it is an option. In the next battle, we see the Battle of Palkia as the origin into the regular variant. The opponent looks for the one shield, Dragon Tail farm down, they're unable to get it. The opponent commits a Protect Shield and still lose lead. They then send out Ho-Oh, they're unable to Incinerate farm down. Palkia putting in so much work, and we are in such a dominant position. Trainer 31 sends out Porygon. Porygon able to fire off the Tri-Attack. Tri-Attack goes unshielded. I think this is a safe shield, just on the off chance the opponent has got something that would wall our 2-shield Necrozma. They've actually got their own Necrozma. We look to fire off the Blizzard, but lose CMP. The opponent going to be forced to throw Dark Pulses here, which we will survive, and we're either going to land big damage or force the final shield. Regardless of what the opponent does, this game is signed, sealed, and delivered. We pivot into our shiny Necrozma. We're going to be able to Shadow Claw, farm down their Necrozma, Shadow Claw, farm down Ho-Oh, and take that game. In the next battle, we see yet another Palkia in the lead. That shows you just how limited the Master League meta is. This time we see a change of strategy, bank the energy and attempt to catch on Porygon. The catch is unsuccessful, but the opponent continue to farm up, so we take the initiative, throw the Tri-Attack, forcing us early shield advantage. We should survive an Aqua Tail, so the opponent is going to be forced to full send a Spatial Rend. They fire off the Aqua Tail, but they're able to Dragon Breath farm down afterwards. We send back out our own Palkia, fire off the Spatial Rend. Spatial Rend actually is caught onto Dialga, but that still does so much damage. Dawn Wings is now tasked with an uphill battle of taking on 3 Pokemon by itself. The opponent fires off the Iron Head. Please tell me they don't make another. We commit to the Shadow Claw farm down, which is step 1. Back out comes Palkia. We go straight for the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse forces the opponent's final Protect Shield. Okay, please don't bait us. Please don't bait us. The opponent does bait with the Aqua Tail. Oh, that's rough. This is only going to be an Aqua Tail, but it's still going to hurt. Show me something we can nuke. Out comes Landorus. Landorus, not known for its bulk. Does Moongeist Beam, one shot. Oh, it's close. No, it doesn't. We're able to Shadow Claw farm down. Can we Shadow Claw farm down Palkia? Oh, boy. Very, very nice attempt, Necrozma, but we fell just short. And unfortunately, that is going to end today's showcase. My God, was that some fun. Huge shout out to trainer 31064301 for a very incredibly fun battle submission here on a Sunday morning in the UK. So if you're enjoying the content, smash that like button. If you're new, consider subscribing if you'd like your battles featured on my channel. A link to a battle submission form is down below. And as always, a huge thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.